Okay, so my slow cooker has been cleaned out and washed up from its first batch, and I'll be peeling more apples today. I got 5 quarts canned up this morning, and this is what's left. I'm going to be using some of it to make that apple cobbler in the crock pot. Okay, so we're going to get started on the cobbler, and it says to spray your crock pot, but I'm going to use parchment paper, and I'm sitting down. Alright, so I'm making a double batch, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so it says to add 5 cups of apples, and I will read the recipe to you after I get it started. Okay. These are 1/2 cup measures. I'm going to get some of that juice out. So there's 1 cup. 2, 3. There's 1. And 5. Okay, so we'll set this out of the way. Alrighty. Let me spread this out a little. Okay, it's time to get the crust put together. Yeah. 1/2 cups of flour times 2 is 3. There's 1, 2, and 3. 1 for good measure. My chickens, where'd they go? I didn't get them. Hang on. Okay, I need 2 tablespoons of baking powder. What did I just say? 2 tablespoons of baking powder. So I need 4. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. So that's 1 teaspoon. My apples are already seasoned, so there's no real reason to season the crust. Okay, so I'm going to be putting about 1/2 of this on top of these. Sorry about that. All right, that feels like about 1/2. Now we're going to put the 5 more cups of apples in it. So I'm just going to use the rest of this. That's what it's looking like. Another peek of it. And so now I'm going to put the rest of the topping on there with some butter. Okay, I didn't quite use it all, but I can make a little baby cobbler out of what's left there. All right, time for the butter. All right, get these cut into cubes. I love my big butter knife. Alrighty, and since I don't have any paper towels, I'm just going to use a kitchen towel and put that over there, put the lid on, and let it cook for 4 hours on high. I'm going to read the recipe just like it is, and then you saw what I did. Ingredients. The fruit base is to be made up of 5 cups of sliced peaches, about 8 medium peaches, fresh, frozen, or canned, a 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, that's optional, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and that's for fresh or frozen fruit is what it says. The cobbler topping is made up of 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon salt, and then 1/2 cup, which is 1 stick, of cold butter sliced or cubed. The instructions. Lightly spray the inside of your crock pot with non-stick cooking spray. In a large bowl, combine the sliced peaches, brown sugar, vanilla extract, and cornstarch, using fresh or frozen unit. And cornstarch. Okay. Stir to coat the peaches. Then spread the mixture evenly across the bottom of the crock pot. Stir to coat the peaches, then mix the mixture evenly across the bottom of the crock pot. Now here's the topping, how to do it. In a separate bowl, whisk together the flour, granulated sugar, baking powder, cinnamon, baking soda, and salt. For a traditional topping, sprinkle the dry flour mixture evenly over the peaches. Distribute the cold butter slices or cubes over the flour mixture. In the crock pot, place a few paper towels on the top of the crock pot, ensuring that they extend the edges before putting on the lid. This helps to absorb excess moisture, preventing the soggy top. Cook on high for 2½ to 3 hours, or on low for about 4, without lifting the lid during the first 2 hours. The cobbler is ready when the peaches are tender and the topping is golden brown and bubbly. Serve warm, either on its own or topped with vanilla ice cream or whipped cream. So there you go. That's how the recipe read. It's been 3 hours. Supposed to be bubbly and brown. Looks pretty bubbly and brown. Let's take a taste. That feels like a cake. I think that's going to be delicious. Okay.
That looks so good. Oh.
That looks so good.
Oh, it is good. Oh my. Wow. It's worth burning the mouth.
I decided to leave it about an hour longer, and I put the crock pot on low. Now look at it. Oh my goodness. So that makes it 4 hours in the crock pot. 3 hours covered up and 1 hour uncovered. All right. Got that full. It'll cook overnight, and then I'll be able to easily do what I want to with it in the morning. With this big slow pot, goodness, I can't talk, I'm getting tired again. With this slow cooker, I put only Honeycrisp in it, only the Honeycrisp apples in it, and I'm doing something a little bit different. I put some pumpkin spice in there, and then I also put in some pepper flakes and some cayenne pepper. I think with the sweet and the tart and the hot, I think it's going to be really awesome. Can't wait till morning. Well, you guys, go out and enjoy life.